and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. You're with Dr. RK Power, but you know that anyway. If you like these short videos that I do, please do share the channel with your friends and ask them to look at some of the videos, like and subscribe, and I'd be really grateful for that. Anyway, let me start with today's video. Today's video is about how you can become a successful entrepreneur like I have, and some of the tips that you need to do that. There's so many tips I can give you, but I'm going to just limit this video to just 4 tips. 4 tips. But before I start that, what I'm going to tell you and share with you is why I feel I'm qualified to give you these 4 tips. Firstly, because I am a self-made woman. I've done everything on my own. I've had the good wishes of my mother and father, but apart from that, I've had no emotional support, no financial backing from a partner or a third person. It's been done solely and solely by myself, and that makes me very proud. And also now what I want to do is to share those tips with you. And also, whilst I was building up some of my projects, I was also working, I was also studying, and I was a single parent to 2 beautiful children that have done very well in their own capacities. So that's why I think I'm qualified to give you these tips. And also because with what I achieved, I was in a position to retire when I was 40 years old. But when you become a person like I am, you don't actually ever retire. So let me begin. Point number one. Point number one is you have to be so self-motivated. So self-motivated. You have to have so much confidence within yourself. Not just your abilities to do the work, but also confidence to have the emotional well-being that's needed here, because so many people are going to tell you you can't do it. You are going to get more naysayers and people who are going to support you. So you need to have that self-confidence. No matter what goes wrong, you have to keep on telling yourself you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. The harder the struggle, the harder you're going to have to push yourself. The harder it gets emotionally for you, the more emotional support you're going to need, usually just from yourself. Yes, you can get it from mentors and friends and like that, but you need that ongoing 24 hours a day. And if you can get it within yourself, you've got it there. It's like a battery that's always on charge. You're just dependent on yourself, and it makes you very, very resilient. So that's my first point. You have to have a lot of self-confidence, and you have to also be very, very self-motivated in all aspects that involves in setting up on your own. Point number 2, you have to be aware of the fact that there are a lot of risks involved. Risks involved because you've given up a comfortable 9-to-5 job, but then you ask yourself, why have you given up your 9-to-5 job? It wasn't serving you in some way or possible. Sometimes people have been made redundant and then they've taken the decision to become an entrepreneur, something that they've always wanted to do but never had the bottle to do it, or they've traveled somewhere or changed countries, or whatever your reasons are. Sometimes it happens because the circumstances present you to now explore this little seed that you had within yourself to become an entrepreneur, that you may have not given up your 9-to-5 job. So there's a lot of risks involved because you are going to be just financially dependent on your performance. And if you don't earn for a year, you need to be having that worked out in your head that you're going to be able to survive that unfortunate incident if that's the case. So you need to be a risk taker. That is point number 2. Point number 3, you have to be a serious grafter. You have to be hardworking. All that, one sees out there about having this lovely lifestyle, working when you want, having the nice cars, having this and having that. Yes, that comes, but that comes later on into the journey. Initially, you have to work every minute you can possibly work. And sometimes you have to really put in so many hours that you're gonna kind of look at yourself and think, is it really worth it? I'm putting so many hours into this. It's your baby. You're putting a lot of hours into it because you want to succeed. You have to go to point 1 again, where you give yourself that boost that you're going to do it, you're going to be successful, you're going to emotionally support yourself. So you have to be very, very, very hard working. Point number 4 is that as you're working, you have to be your own self-critique, analyze your performance. You have to really be hard on yourself, hard on your performance. You have to be willing to learn from the mistakes, learn from the positive critique. There's no way you can ever learn it all. So there's always going to be snippets of learning that you're going to get along the journey, and you have to grasp them for the taking. So those are my 4 points. When you've completed those 4 points, you think you've arrived. Yes, you think you've arrived. I arrived to where I wanted to be some good 20 years ago. But then that entrepreneurship, that investor, that mind always hungry for information, always hungry for the next challenge, becomes who you are. And because it becomes who you are, you never actually arrive. You keep on going. Like you can say you've retired, you can cool off a bit, you can take a chill pill, but you don't ever actually stop, because that's who you have become. That's what runs in your blood. So those are my tips to become an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, what tips have worked for you? What tips haven't worked for you? If you have any comments, do hit them in the comment section. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you like the flowers actually I've got at the back there. They say that life gives you whatever you need. And my life is giving me loads of flowers at the moment. So if you're ready to become an entrepreneur, truly, your life will make sure everything aligns for you to start. Make a start, and good luck. And I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.